Yo, what's going on, guys? Going to be showing you a super strong Korean Talon jungle build that Korean Talons are using to still carry even after Talon's W has been nerfed against jungle monsters. So it only has 5% bonus damage against jungle monsters, and his passive has an extra 20% bonus damage against jungle monsters. So with this build, it is hyper tempo. With the Youmuu's rush, it allows you to delay boots, delay tier 2 boots, and still get around the map just as fast, if not faster, into eclipse. Score Drinker isn't quite as popular anymore, and the win rate has dropped a bit on it for Talon, but eclipse, on the other hand, super spicy. You get to do 6% of their max health and physical damage, plus you get movement speed, plus a shield, and it's only on an 8-second cooldown for melees. This is definitely a melee champion only style item now. It's been nerfed so much for range champs. We're gonna go ahead and start W. We took Conquer, Triumph, Tenacity with Coup de Grace alongside Free Boots, Cosmic, Attack Speed 80, and Armor. You also have the option to take Electrocute. I wouldn't recommend that though if the enemy team is gonna have multiple frontline champions that you're gonna have to get through. For example, their team has a Nasus and a Diana. That is going to be very annoying for us to try to get past. So instead we have Conquer, so if they do get in our way, we can stack that up and still carry. The main thing you want to look to avoid on Talon is taking the wrong keystone in the wrong situation. If you want to play him more lethality based, then taking something like Phase Rush doesn't make sense. If you want to play him more bruiser, more tanky, then Electrocute doesn't make base. But no matter how you want to build him, you can never go wrong with Conqueror. It's really that simple. Predator used to be a bit more common, but Predator's been a little bit over nerfed in my opinion. We're going to go ahead, get double points into our W. Invading on your level 3 on Talon jungle isn't that effective anymore. You just don't farm quite healthy enough to make it worth it. So instead, you're usually best off looking for a full clear. We'll kite this out, use our second W. You can start on your red buff side or blue buff side, but you generally want to start with bot lane leash for the best leash possible. Auto attack Q reset. Your Q does more damage if you use it as an auto reset rather than a leap. Does about 50% more damage. We'll pull this into the back bush. We'll go ahead and smite this. Our abilities were on a cooldown anyway, so might as well. Diana jungle is a little bit annoying. She's not particularly easy to solo. Ignite helps with that a lot. Talon jungle takes Ignite for the same reason. Shaco jungle takes Ignite. He already has plenty of mobility in his kit from his Q, his E, and his R that he can get away with going Ignite, so he doesn't have to waste gold on Executioners, Thorn Mail, any kind of hill cut item. So 𝐒𝐿 hasn't died, that's fine. Diana's going to push me off that scuttle fight. She's full HP. Talon does not farm full HP on his first clear, so at this point, you're best off looking for a reset. Grab your double longsword and a control ward. At this point, the enemy jungler will be finishing up scuttle crap typically, and they'll be looking for the second one. So they usually be crossing through mid to the second, whether it's from here to here or here to here, it doesn't really matter. But you should be able to beat them. You have Ignite, and you'll have the longswords. So if she crosses over, just as planned, we're going to go give her a beatdown. It's pretty greedy to run double scuttle like this, because if you do what I just did, it's pretty much a guaranteed fight. Auto attack W, auto attack Q reset. We're going to hit her with the Ignite as well. And as you can see, it's not a very close fight, because we have item advantage. We're both level 4 there. We go behind these guys. And Talon's Giga Tempo. If you can get some gold on him, oh my god. Starts getting out of control. Auto attack Q reset. No one's following up there. That should have been a free kill. It is what it is. It does seem to be warded. We bypassed this ward by going through the pit. Might be able to kill Diana in her jungle with red buff advantage. Don't know if her bot lane back. If I was Diana, I would leave base, go straight to Krug, so we should have time to steal her Raptors, or if she went top side, which is unlikely, we should have time to steal these either way, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We just need our second rake, and we will have these. After you have some AD, all ever it really takes is 2 rakes on Raptors. Very nice. Feels bad for Diana, and we're going to... Ooh. I'll attack Q reset. I don't know if I do want to fight that. Looks like she spent her gold, so she'll actually have an item advantage on us in terms of the amount of gold she can spend, since she had recalled later than we did. Lucian picks up the kill. Great follow-up by him. We might be able to head back in there. We'll see. Bot lane's not looking gankable. Sona's out of mana. They're not likely to step up and try to fight my Draven Morgana, so we're not going to go bot. They're not quite low enough to dive either, in my opinion. I don't really trust diving with teammates if I'm highly reliant on them to do stuff, unless I'm playing D1 or higher elo. And even then, it can be kind of sketchy. Now, if in the dive, if you can do it completely solo, then it is what it is. You can do it at any elo if they're low enough. This is where the tempo kicks in. Just full clear on your starting clear. Don't invade level 3 like Talon used to be able to do. And your raptors get so fast. Not many junglers can match that. We are going to be hitting a pre 7-minute level 6. Absolutely delicious. Biggest issue on their team for us is going to be the Nasus. Yep, 6-minute 30 level 6 is a jungler. That is insane. Very, very good for us. Might actually be able to kill this guy. Doesn't seem to be warded. Seems a little bit... He's out of mana. He just killed himself. I don't think he realized. He needs 20 mana per Q. Auto attack Q reset. We'll be taking that. We need to help her shove this wave. She's low health, low mana. We don't want to steal the last hits, especially since we got the kill. We are both getting the majority of the total XP, and she did not last hit that cannon minion. Xerath is full HP. Checking this jungler real quick. She'd probably be on her red buff, because that's what should be up right now. Xerath, no boots, no HP items, no armor items. We'll nick the corner here. Into the R. We didn't have to use our Q that soon. That was a huge mistake on my part. At least we did get his flash and heal, but still we didn't need to use it as a gap closer since we're already behind, and we should have just casually walked up and hit him with the W, or just engaged with the auto, since he's not gonna have the damage at this point to threaten a kill if we just walk up casually. We're gonna line our W up on this, hit him at the same time, smite the Gromp. Then shut off with our Q. Ooh, Sona's very, 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 very low. This is one of the worst dragons to try to solo because it slows you. She's gonna have to flash out. If she doesn't have flash, she dies. Yeah, she's so screwed. She just lost her flash for that. That's kind of hilarious. I don't actually have my smite is the thing, so I'm gonna auto Q reset, and we end up kind of missing it. I know his Diana's gonna be ticked off that, but you should never, ever, ever, ever try to solo rush down early games of jungler and Ocean Dragon like that. Ocean Dragon slows you per hit. We could probably kill Sona here. She's disjointed from 𝐒𝐿𝐶. 𝐒𝐿𝐶 lived and she seemed like she stayed. Oh, we missed it. Just barely. I don't see Sona, so it's probably just best that I back. I don't want to show. Dinah will take my top side. We could potentially gank mid here. I'm sitting on a Yomu. It's a pretty good first item back. That is the core of the Korean Talon arsenal. If you look at Talon Jungle's highest 3 builds, they all start with Yomus. 58%, 63%, and 59% win rates accordingly. Yomu's into Eclipse, Yomu's into Eclipse, Yomu's into Eclipse. Third item seems to be situational between Sorrel's Death's Dance or Edge of Night. The Yomu's the mobility, gets you on top of them, allows you to use Q's and auto reset to maximize your burst, while simultaneously it helps your E go over walls faster. Your E is a faster jump, the higher your movement speed. Pop the R, walk with her, maximize our extra movement speed from the R itself. It's gonna reset from here, I think. Oh wow, it actually, yeah, it did. Dang, I was hoping it wouldn't. I knew it was gonna be close. When the invisibility ends, Blazers return to town. gain 4% move speed, and become invisible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you lose the mobility once you're no longer invisible, so we just walked with her in our invisibility to take advantage of that extra movement speed so we could get farther behind her. Talon's somewhat Nasus is somewhat diveable there. We can just play for Draxel. We don't have to play for Heralds. That's kind of funny that he went for that. Lucian's being aggro with Diana here. Go ahead and smite that to heal. We'll hit her with Ignite, Q reset. We have the gold to where they shouldn't be fighting for that. Even if Diana might be a slightly stronger soloist, if my Ignite's on cooldown. With this item advantage, I can puncture her. She has no armor, so our lethality's going to cut through her like hot butter. I need to avoid that fight, give out those chickens. They're getting frustrated though, and they're trying to force plays. Seems to be warded, or they're just scared as heck. They were backing off immediately. We don't really need to reset. We're moving so fast off Youmuu's, 410 movement speed, just walking around. We'll play around her red buff. When it turns yellow, we'll go in red. When it turns yellow, it means it's up in 10 seconds or less. Kite this out. When you can tell, you can finish it off with just one more W auto Q reset. Just pull it to your next camp. Save yourself a lot of time. Her red buff's going to turn yellow any second. Gray's a minute or less, and it's already been gray for a while. It's about to turn yellow. Zerath, no tier 2 boots, no armor, no HP. He's killable. He's backing off. That's annoying. Just shoved, backed off. Very disciplined of him. Pull into the bush. We do have blue smite. We can take it pretty fast. We should still have gold spent advantage over Diana. She's pretty far behind, at least in terms of kills. Auto attack Q reset into the R. Well, Youmuu's auto attack. Finish her off with the Q. Kind of hard to get away from Talon, especially with the Youmuu's. It's looking decently gankable. Sona's being annoying. Walk up, hit her with an auto attack Q reset. We'll blue smiter over the wall into WQ. And she cleansed our passive there, I believe. Well played by her. Cleanse is a weird summoner spell to be taking. I guess she did that because of Morgana. It seems like the Sona's probably the weaker player of the two. The fact that she's 4 des, Kai'Sa's 0 des. Draven is extremely meta right now. He's very hard for any AD carry to deal with during lane phase. The fact that she hasn't died yet worries me a little bit for the late game team fights. Dragons are hard to solo. A recent patch made them very tanky, so if you can, you really do want your teammates to come help you with this, because you're just setting yourself up to die and get collapsed on. A lot of laners still haven't adapted to this reality, and they just don't rotate when they should. For example, if Diana showed up, or Zerath, or Nasus TP, things could get very, 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 very bad for us. The only reason I did it is because we just punctured their bot lane. So it seemed like the right play. For our boots against their team, I think Merc Treads are the way to go, or Swifties. We'll go Merc Treads. Merc Treads are pretty dang good. Straight into the Eclipse, because once again, Eclipse is actually pretty good right now. For melee champs, you will be doing 6% of their max health in physical damage, get 15% bonus movement speed, and a shield. Only on an 8-second cooldown. That's sick. Assassin items probably shouldn't give max health damage. That's not what assassins are supposed to do. Nasus is about to kill 𝐒𝐿. He might actually kill me here too. Oh, my conch stacked. She's dead. Yeah, she's screwed. We kite her out with the W. It's a 1 versus 2 there. We already had our conch stacked before she went in. With that being said, we're missing a decent amount of health from the Nasus. See, you already see how big the Nasus is getting. That's kind of scary. 𝐒𝐿e into Nasus top. She should unironically probably take Cleanse Ghost, kite him out with the Ghost, and she can always cleanse to outplay him, because once he starts closing distance and gets close, then she'll pop the Cleanse and then kite him out, and he won't even be able to touch her. Because that Wither is just... Oh my god. Gee whiz, 𝐒𝐿e. 𝐒𝐿e almost killed Lucian there too. Wait, I didn't take my road buff. What am I doing? What am I doing? We'll keep playing for Draxol. I'm not going to play for Heralds. You can take camp so fast. The more items you get on town, you have such good AoE damage and mobility. It's kind of like playing a Graves. As you get ahead, it snowballs quite quickly. Nasus is underneath turret here. Wait, did 𝐒𝐿e actually just flash? What the heck? I'm not seeing anything to invade. Oh, yuck, it's worded. Gross. Let's check our wolves. They're probably up. Nice. We have Youmuu's in our R, so we can probably get out even if Nasus rotates on us here. I'm not seeing him necessarily rotate. Okay, he's rotating. Oh, cool. It's worded again. That's even cooler. Let me guess, there's another control word somewhere. Oh, where I'm coming, 𝐒𝐿e. R. Auto attack W. Auto attack Q reset. Blue smite. Dude, this guy chunks. What? Q reset. Oh, he still got the 𝐒𝐿e. I don't know if he killed her with his plus 12 though. I don't know if that's what happened. 𝐒𝐿e's not giving that much value. Like I said, against a Nasus, going for Cleanse Ghost is probably the way to go. Nasus ran Ignite. That seems greedy. He did take Conquer. I see that a lot on Nasus Smurfs or high elo Nasuses. Conk and Lethal Tempo are very common for maximum carry potential. At this point, Surls are dead stance against their team. I'm feeling the Surls. The extra slow will help us kite out the Nasus, keep him off my ranged champs. That is not good. Lucian just gave Diana a fat shutdown. That's going to bring her back into the game. You can use the activatable on Youmuu's to get you around the map, but out of combat, it's already giving you 40 extra out of combat movement speed, to where putting your activatable on cooldown isn't really necessary. We're already moving around so fast. Jeez, is everything already down? I like how you can check every bush and every wall with Talon on your E. I didn't want to overcommit. I didn't know if Sona had R. We'll look for a deep ward while we're here. I'm not really seeing anything though. A lot of times when you're crossing by, you'll just shove a wave and it forces the enemies to kind of come over. We have a dragon. Sona died. This is a perfect opportunity to take dragon. Pop this right into them, make them nervous to step up. Oh, hey, Diana. W, auto attack, Q reset. Bear in mind. Oh my god. Bear in mind, Diana just got a fat shutdown, so she's actually pretty strong. I also didn't have my R, so fighting her there was kind of challenging. Another thing that made that close, for those of you wondering, she has red smite. Red smite is stronger than blue smite for 1 versus 1 fights to the death. Blue smite's better for killing people who are trying to escape, or better for gank since it is a slow. So she had a couple things going there in her favor. Take these at the same time. Look to invade her jungle. Oh, come on, just die. Her Krugs are up. There's someone right here. There's like 2 people. Usually you want to pop your oracles when you're about to start flipping over walls, or if you're on your Youmuu's, so you can check more bushes. Let's see if we can get a Krug here. Auto attack Q reset. Lucian's throwing some gold away again. These guys could definitely win with the late game Sona, Nasus, Xerath. Their whole team scales really well. Even the Diana with that tanky build gives pretty solid value in the late game. If we throw our shutdown, there's a good chance we're gonna lose, even with a kill. They're gonna all collapse on me here. Most likely. Nasus is full health, yuck. Oh, Yomus for this. I'll attack Q reset. Down he goes. Should have W'd then Q. Oh, we're in a weird spot. Oh, she actually landed that. I'm out of here. That was a sick juke by the Draven. We'll go in for the slow. We'll keep throwing out W slows as need be. And I just died. That was a big Diana move there. As long as Draven lives, it's not the end of the world. He does have... Oh, he shouldn't have turned. He was actually going to live if he didn't do that. He killed himself. Good thing Sona got the shutdown and not Nasus, I guess. So what happened was Draven's out of combat movement speed was about to kick in from Wind Dragon. But instead he stood still to cast his knock ability, which allowed Nasus enough distance to close in for the Wither, which ultimately killed him there. Big R by the Diana. My shutdown's down the drain. This game is very winnable for them at this point. Really need Drag Soul. It might be enough to win this game. Might. Can we sell refill and get swords? Nice. Sick. That extra slow would have saved us if we had it at the time. Extra 30% slow would have stopped them from closing. Would have been all we needed. Diana is on her raptors. I don't think I can make it to her wolves in time. Plus Nasus is in the area. Maybe he doesn't stay for her red buff though and I can kill her there. That might actually work. Oh, never mind. It's warded. Cool. Is this the 5th control ward we've smashed this game? She hit us with her red smite, stalling out her death. I don't know where Nasus is. We'll go shove this. Oh, hey, friend. Yeah, Swords is insane, bro. Swords is so freaking good. Can push the whole map. I wish the minis were closer and I could have pushed them, drive by them on the way. Lucian's gonna get himself withered and killed here. We need to be near a wall if we ever step up to Nasus like that. He's gonna wither us. If we don't have a wall to go over, we're gonna guarantee die. The sad thing is, since your E speed over walls and whatnot is dependent on your movement speed, when he withers us, it's gonna be one slow jump. Well, Yomu's for this, hop over. Nasus gets himself killed. Down goes Sona. Xerath needs to soften us up before the enemies go in like that. We'll go ahead and RQ for this. Blue smite. Down she goes. High tempo build. You don't want to throw a shutdown like we did. Ultimately, just do the full clear, double points and W, and you'll be good to go. Fight them on the second scuttle. They'll get the first one and think, oh man, this game's free. They go to the second one not realizing you backed for double longsword. Woo! Alright, let's take a look at runes, damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we did have the most in the game. Looking at damage taken, we've taken the most on our team. Wow, that's actually a little surprising. For runes, pretty high value. All in all, Talon jungle still very viable. Don't try to level 3 invade. Always go for the full clear, double points and W. Fight for secondary scuttle with longsword advantage. Even if they don't show up to it, you get a free scuttle. If they do show up, they die. So it's a win-win. After you get the scuttle, you can look for a gank with your longswords. No one else on the map will back yet, so you'll be pretty dang strong. All in all, Talon jungle still very solid. Just play them the right way. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.